Thank you.
So yeah, I'm Jay, and basically I'm trans, so that's why I'm here. And it's so good that so many of you are here supporting the cause as well. And basically, I just want to say what the government is doing is absolutely disgusting. In a community where the suicide rate is already 48%, well, suicide or attempted suicide, 48%, it's absolutely minging that the government thinks it's fine to just ignore all the reforms. I filled out the Gender Recognition Act consultation, and obviously I wanted the reforms. 70% of people that filled out the consultation wanted those reforms too. And for the government, particularly Liz Truss, shout out to Liz Truss, you big bitch. Like, why is she playing that? It's absolutely disgusting. So yeah, fuck the government, fuck Boris, fuck Liz Truss. That's it from me. Peace out.
Well done. Thank you, Jordan. Right, is there anyone else who'd like to speak on the open mic?
How much longer should we sit in silence while people like Boris Johnson try and take away our rights and tell us that they're not important? Why should we matter less if we're gay, lesbian, transgender? Why? We have lost so many trans people because they aren't accepted in this country, and it's time for that to stop. If you are silent about it, then you are agreeing with these people that trans lives don't matter in the UK. Well, they do. Every single life in this country matters. And people can disagree with me, but I'm always going to stand by trans people. My boyfriend is trans, and I'm proud of that. Trans lives will matter in the UK, whether I have to die trying.
Now, do anyone else would like to speak?
I love Newcastle, first of all. You're all class. But I also have to say, like, what's going on in the UK is fucked up, and people outside the UK don't tend to know this because who cares about trans people? It's just those weirdos over there. But it is truly fucked up. It is so atrocious. When I came here, I immediately signed up for the clinic that you go through to get all of your stuff done. And when I signed up, it was a 2 years waiting time to be seen for the first time. And now, 2 years later, the waiting time is 4 years. And yeah, it's fucked up. It's not this way in other countries, which shows us that it doesn't have to be this way. And if the government were fucking funding the NHS, it would be fine. So why are they not doing it? Is because they hate trans people and they use them as a wedge to drive their conservative agenda. And I hate it because everything else about Newcastle is real nice. So if we could fix this and then also fix systemic racism, that would be also great because, because those are the ones that are going to be hit the hardest. Because if you go through your private healthcare, if you can afford it, then sure. And if you can't afford it, then you're looking at 4 years waiting time. So yeah, I'm fed up with it. So thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. We had you over there, I think, as well.
I just really wanted to say that it's so nice to see everyone here together. I think that the government is always trying to separate us, and we're always feeling the effects of discrimination and transphobia, and I think that what gets us through all of it is all of us together. We're really a family, and the community and the power of community is what's important. And obviously, no matter how hard it gets, we've got each other's back. And even though being trans is really hard sometimes, I'm always grateful for the sense of community it's given me. And yeah, just shows how capable of love people are. And it's a shame that the government doesn't feel the same way because they don't understand it. So that's all I wanted to say. And yeah, take care. Love you all.
They should be angry about the oppression. They should be angry about the fact that we're not treated the way we should be treated. We're the same as everybody else. And it's disgusting. the media refuse to report on things like this, us here, standing here, trying to make a difference. They refuse to report on it because they don't care. Any one of us could go outside and be murdered for being who we are, and it's wrong. We should be treated equally, like a lady was saying before. There's many trans teenagers and adults that have been taken to A&E for suicide because every time they try and come out, they haven't been respected enough, and they've been told that they don't exist. But I don't know about you guys, but I fucking exist. I was told that I was mentally ill and I should go to the doctors, and if I still feel like I'm trans, then, oh well, maybe I am. I had to come out 3 times, and only recently I came out to everybody because I had no choice. I wasn't ready, but I had to force myself. And you know what I was told? I was told I was selfish. I was selfish because I didn't speak to people. I didn't speak to my family about it first. Why should we tell anyone about the fact that we're trans? Why can't we just be trans? Why do we have to come out? Nobody should have to come out. They should just be comfortable with who they are and not be judged.
This is not just an attack on one, it is an attack on all. They will try and attack the LGBT community. They will try and attack women's rights. But you know what? It's so encouraging to see today, along with so many other groups in different cities, that we are standing up and we're saying, no, not in our name. No, we will not put up with this oppression. We will fight back, and that means taking action. But what I want to finish with is calling for a minute's silence. For those names that we've read out, for those we don't know, all those who have suffered from LGBTQ+ hate crime, who are made to suffer for their sexuality, made to feel like they don't belong. So I'm just asking you now, if you'll just join me in a minute's silence. Thank you, everyone.
That brings our protest to a close. But before we go, I want to say a few things about performative activism, which has been a big debate recently. And it's like, it's not enough to just go to the protest and say, well, I've gone to the protest, I've done my bit. No. You need to do more than that, right? Talk about why you support reforms to the Gender Recognition Act. Talk about why you support trans rights. Talk with your friends. It may be uncomfortable, but these are necessary conversations, right? And that's what we want to hammer home here today, right? We hold these events so people can come and learn and support something, but you've got to carry it through. You've got to go back into your communities, back to your families, your friends, whoever. Talk to them about it. Tell them why you support it and why they should support it, right? So once again, thank you all for coming, and thanks again to Sound System North East Protest for providing the sound system. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for people organising this recording today.